So, do you guys want to wait a little bit? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It is my honor and my privilege to welcome you all here today. And even those who are joining us online, please be welcomed. Today, as we honor and celebrate the life of a man who was a husband and a father, and for those of us here today, he was a colleague and a friend. He was somebody who was very well respected, a man of great dignity, a man of great honor and stature in not only the work environment, but in the community in which he functioned. And I know that a lot of us here today are extremely heartbroken by his passing. But I read something the other day that said, "Oh, please don't feel guilty. It was just my time to go. I see that you're still feeling sad, and the tears just seem to flow. We all come to earth for our lifetime, and for some, it's not many years. I don't want you to keep crying. You are shedding so many tears. I haven't really left you, even though it may seem so. I have just gone to my heavenly home, and I'm closer to you than you know. Just believe that when you say my name, I'm standing next to you. I know you long to see me, but there's nothing I can do. But I'll still send you messages and hope you understand that when your time comes to cross over, I'll be there to take your hand. And I want to say to us today that when somebody passes away, especially someone as dear to us as Sheldon was, it's never an easy journey. And we live in a society that has taught us that tigers don't cry. And we have a generation of men who've been raised to believe that tigers don't cry. But I want to say to you today that tigers might not cry, but real men do. And it's okay to mourn, and it's okay to cry, and it's okay to feel all of the feelings that you're meant to feel, because we've been wired that way. And so I'm going to ask Jason to please come to the front and please light the candle in memory of Sheldon. Thank you, Jason. And for those who are joining online, please can somebody in your branches please go and light the candle in his memory as well. For right now, if we can please just keep our eyes on the screen as we watch the slideshow. Thank you.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong. Harry heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you have me scared if I saw you in heaven? I've earned my way, crying day, 'cause I know I just can't say Harry heaven. Down can breathe you down.
I think that slideshow just shows that that was a man who lived a full life, a full life. And even though we feel as if he had left very soon, he might have left soon for us, but his life was one that was lived out full. At this time, I'm going to hand over to Bharat, and he's going to come and share his tribute with us.
So good afternoon, everyone. It's with a heavy heart that I stand here this afternoon and being asked to say a few words. And like Stacy says a friend and a colleague, who I want to take bid farewell to today. It's not easy. Sheldon and I grew fond of each other when Rob tasked us to take over the DDSA SA business, and Rob wanted to focus on some other priorities within the southern business units. So we pretty much were joined by the hip. Almost everything we chat on a daily basis on. We'd bounce things off each other. We'd get approvals. We'll vet things. And thus, through the multiple Skype calls and the WhatsApp calls we'll have, we pretty much knew what was happening in each other's households through the days. He knew my wife's name. He knew my kids. He knew when Pablo will bark at my place. I'll know what happened to Cooper and Lily there. And we knew even the helpers when they'd come over and offer us tea and that. So it was really a close-knit relationship that we led on a daily basis. And this week, that's the reason I chose to come to Cape Town and leave Durban, was to just be close to his memories and the team that he led for a while. That's how I found a way to grieve Sheldon's loss. So for me, it's been a huge privilege and an honor to work alongside him. I think some key call-outs that stands out for me is his passion towards his work, the sort of rigor, the detail that he put in, his attention to customers, and we're seeing the likes of Russell here, which I'll hear the name often. Russell said this, and Russell wants this, and Russell's not happy with this, and we need to get it sorted out. And yeah, that's the sort of level of detail. And it wasn't only on the SAB side, even on the fridge sides, even on the brew coffee. I'd hear Shane and the event in KZN, and we need to bring equipment down. And the rugby tournament we had there, and the level of detail, and Sheldon will constantly follow through on issues, on items. He never left things open-ended. So yeah, he'd catch me off guard sometimes, even after hours. He'd be on WhatsApp comms, because we follow multiple groups, and we tend to miss comms. Bharat, did you see this, sir? Bruco's now two hours later, nobody's fed back to a machine down at Sibaya. No? So he was my safety net, joined by the hip. We'd cover each other. So I'm standing here feeling exposed but vulnerable now. I need to find my feet and regroup as to how we were going to do things going forward. So a strong ethos from him around looking ahead, bias for action, never let things fall by the wayside. If Rob wants his finance reviews at the 11th hour, he'll spring that on. Sheldon will make sure we did it. He'd call me and he'll tell me, we due that feedback, and we'll wing it somehow, even if we didn't understand what Rob exactly wanted. We try and figure out between the two of us, okay, let's look at what we sent in the past or what had happened there. And so never we never miss deadlines or timelines. And so he's so strong messages coming out of that. When it came to managing staff and requests from staff, he was always fair with it. And he looked at people first before the business. I think that I led from him. He'd apply his mind. Sometimes I disagree with some of the decisions he made, but yeah, Bharat, it's people's lives. It's people that we are touching here. We're impacting them. We need to make the right call here, even though there's a non-cost, and there's a cost to the business. We'd had to do that. So came out strong there. So it's been really a tough week, not having him around to bounce things off. And I do look up, I see his name still on multiple emails and WhatsApp chats and that. And I'm glad we were able to speak to Caroline yesterday, and I got a lot off there, connecting with the wife. And so yeah, it's going to be a journey where I think only time was going to heal this wound. And last message to Sheldon says, may you rest in peace. and continue to guide the DDS team to ensure that we deliver the levels of service that he aspired to and he wanted us to achieve. And he led us to achieve that. Huh? We can see it in the numbers. So Sheldon, continue to guide us in this journey, and may you rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bharat. At this time, we're just going to focus to the screen again, and we're going to watch a tribute from Trav.
Are we on Skype? Are we on Skype? Has anyone got Skype open? YouTube? What's YouTube? Never heard of that. Oh, okay. So this is recording. Just checking. Good afternoon, friends, colleagues, customers and suppliers. It is with a sad and confused heart that we need to write this tribute to our friend and colleague, Sheldon Pringle, whose untimely passing last Friday, the 6th September, leaves a gaping hole in our lives. Sheldon Pringle joined DDS in December 2007 as the Western Cape Regional Manager. Before joining DDS, he had his own events business, though due to the long hours and working weekends, he wanted a more stable working environment for himself, but more importantly, his family. It was quickly evident that he had struck gold with his appointment. He was an astute businessman with an extremely sharp mind. He loved spreadsheets and analysis, though also had the rare ability to transfer these figures into practice with paramount ease and efficiency. Sheldon clearly displayed not only high IQ, but also high EQ. He was extremely humble and often self-deprecating, always putting other people first. We always remember his smile and his short, sharp laugh. I really wish I could replicate that. We'll miss that a lot. What a sense of humour he possessed. We all spent many times with him laughing at the silly things and talking about his love of fantasy, sci-fi books, TV series and music. Almost everyone who has met him will have a funny story to tell. We implore you to share these stories and thoughts with each other. It will keep his memory alive. Besides his inherent skills as a leader, Sheldon was loyal, honest, consistent and sensitive to the needs of staff and customers, and was supremely professional in his service delivery. He was quick to listen, slow to talk, rarely angry, and always able to work out an elegant solution. He led in a way that made people want to follow him on the journey. This is a rare skill and will be sorely missed. Having proven himself through consistent results as a regional manager, he was appointed as MD of DDS in January 2019, a role which he embraced with passion and enthusiasm. He has navigated DDS, which is a big complex business, through the stormy waters of COVID, and through hard work and clever interventions, DDS was finally reaping well-deserved results this year. It is extremely sad he can't enjoy the fruits of his labour with us now. Sheldon was single-minded in his service delivery, always thinking one step ahead, and constantly wowing our customers with his exemplary, efficient and consistent outputs. And although it is very difficult at this stage, he would want us to continue to deliver and exceed our customer expectations in his honour. Move forward we must. Although Sheldon was an incredible leader and manager, he was first and foremost a family man. He will be married to Caroline for 25 years on the 16th of October this year, and they have two beautiful children, Aidan at 23 and Kelly at 19. He was a caring son, loving husband and an engaged present father to his children. They are all understandably devastated and are all in our thoughts. Friends, although Sheldon was short in stature, we have lost a giant of a human being, and he will be forever missed. Cheers, Sheldon. Love you, buddy. Ciao.
Maybe in another life.
So isn't that amazing that Sheldon sent that song to several people in the business just a few weeks, if not a month before his passing. And Trav wanted us to play that song in his memory, that heaven is not that far away. At this time, we are going to end the live. So for everyone who has joined us in the various branches, we just want to thank you for logging in. Thank you for joining us in celebrating and honoring the life of Sheldon. We do ask that you please continue the celebration in your branches. At this point, we would like you guys to have an open mic session. Please open it to everybody who would like to give a tribute, who would like to say something about Sheldon in his memory, and then you guys can continue on that end. So thank you very much for joining us, and have a wonderful day further. And then for those of us who are here in the branch today or in Cape Town today, I'm going to also do the same thing and open the mic for anyone who at this point would like to say anything.